Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah.
Hello my viewers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, JDWard01 here, and today we are recording a Friday Night Funkin' ranking video, second episode. It has been a long time since I did one of these, and the reason is, number one, I didn't want to constantly keep making those videos, even though I constantly made Friday Night Funkin' videos in general, but, so this time, I got a lot more mods since the last video, and I played a lot. I've gained a lot of skill, as you saw in my videos, and I had a lot of fun with half of the mods I have here today. But I will be honest, I still have a few mods that are, like, I have the footage of still a bunch more mods, and I'm gonna post those eventually. But I didn't want to put them in the video or play the mods I haven't played yet, so that I can get used to this. So, I have a list of 10 mods, since I have way too many mods to just put in one video, and I had, like, I don't know, like 15 last video or something. So, I'm just gonna roll with it, and I'm gonna show you guys my mods, and my opinion on them, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys have a different opinion on any of these mods, and you have your own list, please put them down in the comments below. It is your choice, you can do whatever you want. Just don't be too harsh in the comments, and just express your opinion kindly. Let's get started. Yes, guys, I have put Among Us at the bottom of the list once again, compared to the last video. However, this mod has got pretty amount of updates since last time I played it, or at least when I last mentioned it. It got updated twice actually. The first time they updated the first week and they changed it up a little bit. They actually made it good. The second update, the newest one, 3.0, they added a whole bunch of stuff. They added new weeks, new songs, new characters, new stories, and everything. So it's very interesting. There is the first week, of course, we got the red imposter. Second week we got the green, and the third they actually adapted to the pixelation levels. So they made it pixelated along with the red salmon pinkish thing. It turns out to be a freaking hamster. At first I didn't like it that week, but I played it again and I was like, I mean, I'm not bothered by it. It's alright. So it's pretty interesting. It's a very good story. There are just some bangers in the weeks. The last one is very difficult. It's with the black imposter. The thing about this one is you can only see your arrows, right? And if you miss even once, you die. I know, right? That's a little trippy if you ask me. You just miss once and you die. It's crazy. So I think it's a very unique mod, and I'm glad that it's very interesting. Even though it's on the bottom of my list, it's still a pretty good mod. It's better than most others, especially my newer ones, and it's pretty good. I love it. It's a very good mod, especially for a very popular game amongst the most people. So yeah, that is my number 10 spot. Now let's move to number 9. The good old Sonic.EXE. Back in the day when this used to be the scariest bullcrap on the internet, especially on YouTube, man. I remember watching those videos, like, those are so good. I never played the game, though, but I've seen it, and it's freaking epic. Like, imagine Sonic turned evil. And, but yeah, this mod is basically about Sonic, the evil Sonic from the old classic games. I am kind of sad that the main story only has one song. I mean, there's gotta have to be another update, right? Where there's a couple more canon songs. Like, you really think Sonic's gonna let boyfriend and girlfriend walk away like that. I mean, who knows? Imagine if it was a fighting game and girlfriend fought against friggin' Sonic, bruh. That'd be so fun. Um, and yeah, so it was a very intense song. Like it starts off slow, with going off at like 30 seconds. Yeah, and I did put this down on the list because you know there's not that much content put into the song, you know. But I do like how they did put the little feature in where at the end of the song it gives you the little codes, and the first two are the song's endless and what was the other one? I forgot what the other one was. Or no, endless and execution. Yeah. Of course, Majin Sonic is a very popular one, and it's very nice. I like that, and it's pretty good. I love it, and I love the detail they put into Sonic.EXE, the character. Like, oh, that is just nasty. Like, look at him, bro. Hands coming out of his mouth and everything, bro. Nasty. And yeah, Majin Sonic and the big giant were Sonic thing. Those are pretty. I like the details, and I love how people try to make fan songs for him. It's pretty nice. So yeah, even though this is pretty low on the list, I still like it as a mod. It's awesome. It is a pretty difficult mod when it gets to like the main chorus, and it's like all bunched up and very complex. It's hard to do, man. But yeah, it's very nice, and I'm glad that it's actually became a mod, especially for an old classic game like Sonic.exe. So yeah, this is my number 9. Let us all get to number 8. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we got Annie. And Annie was a popular one. I believe it came out a little bit before Graciela did, or maybe after. I have no idea. This was a good mod. It's a very good mod. It's kind of one of those asset mods, although, and I'm used to like getting actual whole files instead of just you know having to do the assets and the replacing part. I mean, I don't know. But then again, some modders have a little difficulty doing certain things, and I don't blame them. I really don't. So I mean, it's fine, really, but the fact that you have to get used to the original FNF input system, and you're used to like playing the K engine or the Psych engine, either one. It's a little hard to get used to, and you have to focus in really hard on timing everything perfectly, especially if it's like on the parts that are really stacked. I mean, the simple and more spaced out patterns I'm fine with, but like some that are overlapped with each other and stuff like that, it's a little rough. So I'm just saying it's a little, but like song's pretty good. I like a good enough and animals. So yeah, and that's it. My opinion for an Annie mod. And now let's get to our number 7. You gotta love the classics, Zardy. It has been a while. This was originally known as one of the hardest mods to beat. Of course, Full Hardy can be beat by most people by now, but now we got another week that was, or no, not another week, but another song, and yes, it's like 6 minutes in total, so if you want to play it, you're gonna have a rough time, trust me. So, it's called Bushwack. It adds a little, it's very different compared to Full Hardy. Number 1, it has 2 singers, not Boyfriend and Zardy, but like Zardy and somebody else. And it's a very complex song. And as you can see, Zardy's really up in this game a little bit. And we got a new character, and then there's a different mechanic during the song as well. While you're playing, and whenever it's Zardy's turn, you get trapped in a vine, and you have to click a certain amount of certain keys in order to escape it, and it's randomized. So, and if you mess up, it rearranges the keys, and if you of course you mess up on parts, and then you would die. But you gotta do it quick sometimes, you know. So it's a very interesting mechanic. And the second half of the song, not only is it more harder, but in general, it just hits different, you know. It just hits different. It's like, whew, it's just good. It's just great, you know. I don't understand why Zardy's all black now, but we'll just get to that later. But yeah, it's a really good song. I still haven't beaten it myself, but it's just that good, you know. It's that good of a song. So, but I've gotten pretty close, I want to say. Pretty close. And when you die, you get jump scared. But I don't know if it's my computer or the mod itself, but it lags. And sometimes you don't even get jump scared. It just freezes, and then it just goes to the retry screen. It's weird. It's really weird, but yeah, it's a really good song. I like it, and you guys will probably like it. So yeah, and that is my number 7, and then we're almost halfway there. So let's get to our number 6. Okay, if you guys know who Retrospector is, then you're either a huge Friday Night Funkin' fan or you heard about him on the internet. Basically, Retrospector makes remixes of certain Friday Night Funkin' songs like Foolhardy, Genocide by Tabby, and yeah. So Retrospector took months, and he actually made his own mod with a whole team, of course. He released a part 1. So not the whole thing has come out yet. He released the first week is him, obviously, his avatar. And his mod is freaking hard, dude. It is hard. Like, it is beyond comprehension. There are, like, the first song is already mind-boggling enough. The story, pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But, jeez, the mechanics is amazing, man. There's like stuff happening on your screen in the first song. In friggin' the second song, they're adding extra notes. In the third song, that the same thing, except you could barely see anything unless you have to click certain notes. It is mind-boggling. And in the if you go into free play, there are a couple extra songs. One of them you have to unlock from completing the main story on your own. I couldn't even get past the second song because it's just so hard. It's so hard for me. So some footage you will see in this video is bot play, and so yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, I cannot comprehend for this, and I just don't know what the other weeks are gonna be like. I don't know if they're gonna be easier or harder. It's just, I just can't wait till I'm good at the game where I could beat something like this. Man, it's whoo, man. And I mean, Retrospector, great guy. He's awesome, not gonna lie. Okay, and it's just whoo, so much stuff, man, so much. And it's a very interesting mod, and I can't beat it myself, but I just love it. Okay, it's an awesome mod, and the songs, just awesome. Ectoplasm, the one I'm playing right now, is nice. Yeah, it's very nice. And yeah, but Retrospector will be releasing more parts of his mod, and I hope that they'll be freaking epic. Alright, time to go to our halfway point, number 5. The Soft FNF mod, Soft Friday Night Funkin'. Now this is probably one of my favorites. It was definitely, like Arcello, it doesn't include a lot of intense content, so I apologize in advance if this triggers you. Please skip ahead to the next mod. But so this mod basically takes place where boyfriend, he's not a singer. His dedication is to be a painter, and his parents, of course, are human versions of the demon dad and daddy dearest and mom dearest. So yeah, this is an interesting story. It completely changes the game. There are 6 weeks still, just like in the original game, except they're completely different, sort of. Yeah, most of them include the same characters, just different, you know, like characters, different storyline, you know. It all starts off with Pico and boyfriend, you know, they're trying to run away from daddy and mommy, just to make sure they don't get caught. And of course, boyfriend just goes through a whole long journey along with Pico, to get away and become his own person, because he's tired of living like a slave to his parents, or he's tired of being controlled, is how I should say it. And the songs in this, the originals, are bangers. They keep 2 of the original songs in each week, and but they make 1 original of their own, and it's amazing. They completely changed Boyfriend. He's not the confident little boy that we know. He is scared, lonely, and shy. And he's been through a lot. And I know this definitely, and I did 3 parts on it. If you want to go check out my series or any of the Friday Night Funky videos, the videos would be, most of these have videos on them, and they will be in my Friday Night Funkin' playlist on my YouTube. So, and it is quite interesting about the story. It completely changes the characters and changes the storyline. So it is quite magnificent. I'm glad that they did something like this, because you never know. You never know when you could have thought about something, you know? And it's very interesting. I love some of the songs in this. They're just that good. And I'm not gonna spoil this story completely for you, you know? It's gonna be in the playlist of my Friday Night Funkin' stuff, and yeah. So that's my number 5. Now let's head on up to our top 4. Cyber Sensation. This was a real interesting one for me, as again, it is made by a famous content creator, and she is very this is a very interesting mod. They have a completely different HUD menu. They got a completely different everything basically, and it was really interesting to get to know. And they got cutscenes. I mean, the mouths aren't actually, you know, going along with the words, but that's okay. That's okay. But the songs themselves, you know, they're sort of happy and joyful, you know. Then the last one's all that tense and everything, and this one is just a girl where she thinks that nobody likes her and she experiences depression, yada yada yada. And the third song, that is what gets me, because that one just like, it doesn't, it just changes up the whole level. Like, it's something I've never seen before. It's like, it changes it up, it keeps switching sides, makes the screen upside down, like everything. Not just the screen or just the arrows, everything. This whole screen's upside down, you know, and the screen's sideways. Actually, it's not sideways, but it's flipped. You control one side of the notes, and you control the other. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But yeah, it's actually a very interesting song. I like it, so. And, yeah, it's a really great song. So, or great mod. It was really hard for me to do the third song at first, but now I'm kind of getting used to it. Every now and then I get on it and practice the third song just so I can get used to every single mechanic, kind of. So, yeah. Other than that, it's a wonderful mod. I love it in general. And now, that is my number 4. Let's get to our top 3! You heard of the Neo Friday Night Funkin' mod. You may have heard of Neo-Whitty, but have you heard of Neo-Tabi? The assets of this are based off of the newer version of the Neo mod, and they remastered the literal goat skull Tabby. They completely changed his design. They made a whole storyline, and it's great. So. Yeah, and the remixes, they're not like completely remastering the songs. They're kind of like, you know, just usual remixes, but they just make the songs twice as better, twice as good. Yeah, so it's very good, and I like it personally. So it's very nice, and it's great. I mean, it's good. It's just that good, man. It's just that good. I like how they kind of correlate with the newer style and everything. Tabby looks amazing. I love his design. They keep the intensity, and they just make the remixes are just, they're just that good, man. They're just that good, you know. So yeah, that is Tabby for number 3, and now to our top 2. one of the first original Neo-based mods, Neo-Whitty. Neo, or the original Witty was one of the first really hard mods that came out while Friday Night Funkin' was. It was made by a random person on the internet, and that's how it inspired everybody to make more difficult mods. But now, it's not as much difficult as it to comparison. So, this mod, of course, it's a remix version of Witty. All songs are remixed, and they are literal bangers. Like, Tabby's was good, but this one was way better. Like, and the design was interesting. I mean, I didn't appreciate how they couldn't do the animation, like they couldn't redo the design of Witty during the animation, but like I said in one of the other things, that they could have had rough times with coding and stuff, so I can't blame them. So they did their hardest, and by far it looks amazing. So, and I like how they changed the dialogue up a little bit to match the timeline of Neo. Even though the assets are like all old, it's still freaking amazing, and I love it. Like I said, the remixes are absolute bangers, and especially what was it? But I forgot what the third song is. Ballistic. Ballistic. Okay, yeah, Ballistic was a good one, and like, you know how like they did in Bopibo on the original Neo mod, how they remixed the first one to where it's like the first song into like a completely different thing. That's basically what they did for Lo-Fi and whatever the second song is, I forgot. But yeah, this is amazing, and I love this mod. And now let us get to our numero uno spot. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Versus Shaggy mod. This was a really popular one, and it is great. It was known for its mechanics, which is if you get to certain songs, you would have 6 keys to click, and in other songs you would have, well, the newer ones you would have 7 keys to click, and in some others you get 9 keys. Yeah, pretty nasty. It's freaking amazing. The latest update, which is a little while ago, is huge. Like, legit huge, man. And they did change the story plot a lot, actually, which is pretty awesome. The first update included, you know, the OG Shaggy from the old-fashioned cartoons, you know. And he's looking for Scoob, but then, you know how on the internet he's like known as like a very powerful figure just from that one scene in one of the movies. Yeah. And it's freaking awesome that they managed to make him into a mod. And I wasn't really understood with the meme until like a little bit after I played this mod a little bit, because I'm like, oh, sick, Shaggy is apparently that powerful. But in my opinion, he can't stand up to Goku, bro. Like, Goku will smack him. And of course we got a few new, and of course he powers up, and that's increasing the amount of keys, which is awesome. A very different mechanic. At first it was 6, and that was like hard, like extremely, but throughout the updates and time, they did make it easier to beat compared to the original. I mean, in my opinion, I mean, that's how I see it. I don't know if they never changed it at all, or and I'm just that good, or if they actually made it easier. But I feel like they did, because I am not able to beat 9 keys before the update. But after I played the new version, I'm like, oh, okay, so they made it easier to play. So, yeah. 6 keys are my best. I'm best at 6 keys, besides 4. But, yeah, it's pretty awesome. They did add a little secret to the game, a little bonus. I suggest playing it after the main. You complete every single week. I think it was 4. Is a separate mod where the red T-shirt Shaggy teams up with Matt, Wii Sports. And yeah, that was a whole different thing. But it was awesome, and I like how they like put in a little story how there's 3 different Shaggys at 3 different power levels, which is pretty freaking cool, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's a pretty good mod. And I like, not only did I like Shaggy, I love FNF, and I love the Dragon Ball references in this, and this is good. On the Shaggy mod, there's a new difficulty you could play on some of the newer songs called 4K Mania, which is where you can play some of the songs that are for multi-purpose, more than 4 keys. You can make them 4 keys. Like you can play it on God Eater, you can play it on week 1 and 2 songs, and yeah. But yeah, overall this is an epic mod. That's in my opinion. Once again, feel free to make your own list in the comments, whether it's with these mods or include different others. I am fully open to your guys' opinions, because I love this game and this genre of mods and everything. It's awesome. I love it. So you guys, it's awesome. I am sorry that I'm just posting only this, and I keep apologizing for my upload, but it's just, you know, I got work, I got school, and I got homework, and I got a bunch of stuff going on, and it's gotta get worse. I'm gonna be honest, it's gotta get worse soon, with sports and everything. So, but I am not giving up on this channel yet. I'm not. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the series, and I'll see you guys in the next video and or live stream. I'm starting to stream on this PC now, so bye.
I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah.